Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back. I'm Mama Lou, and I'm continuing on with the series that I started yesterday in regards to messages from the different elemental beings. I've just been getting a lot of them coming in, and so I just thought I'd break it down into all four of the elements, which is what I've been doing. This was going to be for the earth element, which is the gnome spirit. And this is going to cover, what is it, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn energy if you want to go zodiacally. Or if it's just, part of your practice where you want to kind of see what messages are coming from the different elementals. Do that. So take it for what it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some songs going first. That's way too many coming out. Is that? Oh, okay, that's one of them. All right. And so I'm going to get some songs going for us first, and then I'm going to get the messages that I'm getting channeled in. I'm going to use the tarot to kind of help with that as well. But yeah, please do all the YouTube-y thingies, the likes, the subscribes, etc., all of that stuff. And feel free to comment. Let me know what resonates with you and what doesn't. Just so you know, I am not a doctor. I am not a lawyer. This is not any kind of advice. So please take what resonates and leave what does not. Okay. Okay. We got 3 songs here, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. Is there any other? No, they got it in these songs. So this is what we're going to do here. The first song is Skin and Bones by The Wind and the Wave. And the lyric is, you break your own heart in half. You fall in love too fast. This is impulsive and youthful, surrendering too much, too fast, naivety, that's the word, and acting on emotions without thinking clearly. So already I'm getting this energy from the gnome elemental of, you got to stay grounded. You got to keep yourself chill and grounded and earthy and just really in your like root chakra, that kind of area, whatever this is, because it really feels like right now there's going to be a lot of things that may be emotional or maybe, like playing in your mind. And this is you just kind of, doing breathing exercises, meditating, going out in nature, and getting down to it just feels like digging in your roots a little bit, like really focusing on the here and now, the present, and deal with the things that you actually can deal with, the things that you can physically, tangibly do those things. But worrying about things or getting upset about something, anything like that, it feels like that could be an issue. You got the King of Pentacles, which is literally, the Goblin King from Labyrinth in this deck. This is a really cool deck. I'm trying to remember what it is. It is, where is it? Fairies and Magical Creatures tarot cards. So I really like this as well, because even in this, or if you've seen the movie Labyrinth, you'll notice that it's all an illusion. Like everything that the King of Pentacles is trying to do is create this illusion of these are the only directions you can take, or this, like, because of the staircases going up and down in all different directions, which is why it's just confusing, which is why you really need to just stay grounded. You need to really stay focused on that, because yeah, it feels like you're going to be pulled in a lot of different directions emotionally, and possibly even like have some confusing conversations, or conversations that may bring up I don't know, maybe even different options, or different paths that you can take, or even different resolutions to a problem. But it feels like right now the best way for you to not get overwhelmed by all of these things coming at you, or maybe all these projects, maybe you're really busy at work and you have 20 million things coming at you right now, or in school, or maybe you stay home and you got projects a go happening, or whatever this is. It feels like that all is going to be pulling on you to get you out of this very stable and rooted mindset, And so these messages that are coming in from the gnome spirit feels very much like over the next like 2 to 4 week time. So just keep an eye on that. Be aware of that. This also could be multiple offers in love. This could be multiple, like maybe you're dating a couple different people and you're just kind of in that beginning stage. This kind of feels like don't get too into the weeds with with these different relationships, because it feels like if you are centered and like you balanced your chakras, you've walked barefoot in the grass or something, this feels like you'll have more of a knowing and a more of an understanding, and it won't be on whims, like, oh, I'm going to date this person on a whim because, right now I'm feeling this person, or right now this person intellectually is the right choice for me. This feels very much like you need to not really make any of those choices right now, because it feels like a lot of it, any decision you make right now in regards to, love or or something, may come from more of a sacral chakra place, a little bit more of it'll be a emotional reaction that may not be the right one mentally or physically for you in this moment. I'm trying to say that as nicely as possible, but pretty much it comes down to, like the song says, it says, don't fall in love you fall in love too fast. This is jumping from maybe relationship to relationship, or job to job, or friendship to friendship, because you don't really take the time to sit and think like, okay, what actually is the right thing for me to do? What am I feeling right now? What is the right decision for me on my path? What is going to actually make me happy? And we all love the whole butterfly feeling, or that honeymoon phase, whatever they call it. But that's not going to last forever. That's not, that's fun in the moment, and it may feel awesome in that moment, but when it comes down to it, how helpful is that to you? How is that helping you progress? How's that helping you grow? Other than, there's nothing wrong with having a bunch of friends or a bunch of, relationships. There's no judgment here in this. It just feels like, don't just give yourself 100% into someone else's life. It feels like you really need to be living your life right now. You really need to be doing what's right for you. What's your path? How to get you stable? How to get you established? How to get you rooted in a certain home, or in a certain job, or in a certain relationship. It feels like it needs to be a little bit more cool, calm, and collected is what the elemental is kind of giving me right now, the gnome spirit. Yeah, because you have the King of Cups. This is you in control of your emotions. This is you in control of those even sexual urges, or the need to not be alone so much that you're just grabbing friends that may not be great. Maybe there's a lot of red flags out there, but you just have this need. The King of Cups is in control of their emotions. They feel them fully. They understand them. They know how to work with them rather than against them. And they use them for their highest good. They use them to make themselves better. They use them to fill themselves up with love so that they can put that true love out there into the world. And it feels like you need to be doing this right now. It has a little bit of that. You can't love anybody else until you got your stuff together here, and that you love your own self first. It's giving me a little bit of those vibes, because like even in the card says, impulsive, being a little bit naive, putting on blinders, maybe even. So that is the message that's really coming through for this one. And they want me to be done with that. So I'm going to move on to the next one. Great cards, by the way. If you are interested in those, I'll put the names and stuff down below. But, excuse me, I talk fast when I'm channeling, so it gets a little, All right. The second song. This song is awesome. I've only ever heard the live version. I don't even know if they have another version. I don't know how popular this person is, but I heard this one day, and I was like, what is this? So get some headphones when I'm done with this reading and listen to all these songs, but this one's great. This is Dissect the Bird. Again, it's a live version by Craigie. I think it's Craigie? Craigie. And the lyric is, oh, you're doing it wrong, dissecting the bird, trying to find the song. Don't wait to make a move. The leap must be made without knowing where you will land. Appreciate life. You won't understand everything that happens. Enjoy the miracles of the universe. Yeah, the more grounded you are in this reality and living in that present moment, not living in the past, not living, not getting too far ahead of yourself. This feels very much of just enjoying the moment, kind of like that first song, just grounding yourself, understanding yourself, creating your space that makes you comfortable, creating your boundaries, creating all of these things. And it makes you a better person. It makes you more understanding. It makes you more empathetic. It can make you more sympathetic. It can make you appreciate the things you have more. This is about appreciating where you are in that moment, the lessons that you're learning in that moment, and the skills, the knowledge you're gaining. This kind of feels like you need to slow down so that it speeds up. Actually, it's this weird backwards thing that they're showing me in my head. What is this? Yeah, it's not saying backpedaling, but it's actually just being like, let's zone out here for a second and let's look at the big picture. Everything's actually okay. I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm breathing. I have my spirit within me. Okay. Now let's start appreciating the little things. This kind of has a little bit of that energy of that's what they're showing me, this backwards thing, so that you can take a better, clear look at the situation at hand. And again, it kind of has that grounding feeling of, what is the best thing for me? What is my path? What is going to make me happy? How can I use the time I have in this present moment to its fullest? How do I, what information can I take in? What kind of learning should I do? What kind of job should I do? What projects are important to me? What projects can I do around my home space that will make me feel better? There's something about changing the energy even in your home space or your room, if you're in a dorm or something, or your desk at work, to make it where the energy can flow the easiest and everything just feels a little feng shui, if you believe in that. So maybe that's something that's coming in. If you're into that, it may be time to do that. We're in the springtime here in the Northern Hemisphere. Maybe it's time to do a spring cleaning and a clearing and a cleansing of your space and making it so that you have the environment that makes you feel the most uplifted. I hope that makes sense. I think one of my kids is like making a smoothie because I hear a blender, so I'm sorry about that. But let's see what we have going on here. This song, like I said, is amazing. But there's also a little bit here about, I'm getting a lot of appreciating life, and that you don't have to have everything figured out all at once, and you don't have to know all the answers right away, and you don't have to, that was a big chunk, I'm not going to take that. And the part about enjoying the miracles of the universe, enjoying the little things in life, appreciating the little things in life. Yeah, you don't have to have all the answers. The answers are going to come from within. The answers are going to come when they're supposed to. There's the divine timing, the different things like that. It feels very much like you'll know when it's time to make your next move, but you have to plan, you have to prepare for it. You need to, like I said, you need to gain some knowledge right now. Maybe you need to learn a few skills so that when it is time to move, when it's time to take that leap, the knowledge is all within you and you don't have to go all, searching at the last second to get this done. Think about a college exam. Don't wait till the last minute to cram for the test before it happens or something. It kind of is giving me those vibes, but you need to do that in your life as well. This is kind of the message that is coming in is, like I said, it feels like over the next couple weeks where you may need to read a book about something, watch a YouTube about something, practice a meditation so that when you get into a certain moment, you know how to handle it. You can do some breathing exercises or you can, find that space within you and feel your chakras go and you're like, okay, there we go. Okay, now I can use my voice. Here we go. Okay. And then it just feels like practice, a little bit of practicing before the big event, whatever it is. But you need to be prepared. This song very much feels like not getting too deep into it, but just taking that step back, looking, appreciating what you do have, so that you know what it is that you need, so that you know what it is, where any, spots that could use some work, where those are, pinpoint them, so that then you can focus on those areas, so that you can learn about them, or you can practice more, or you can, invest a little bit more energy into them, so that you're very well-rounded. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Yeah, because you got the Knight of Swords. At some point, you're going to get called. You're going to get called, and you're going to need to action. You're going to need to activate. Sorry, that was weird. Sometimes English is hard. But where you will need to go into action, and you're going to need to remember the plan that you had. You're going to need to, it's the Knight of Swords, most action-y of knights there is. And it feels very much like you need to have the information, the knowledge that you've gained ready and in the chamber, so that when you need it, when you feel like it's time to move, when you get that knowing, okay, I'm prepared, I'm ready, let's do this, let's go. And the universe will let you know when that is. I mean, if you keep waiting around for the perfect time for anything, this is kind of a side note, but if you keep waiting around for the perfect timing, there's no perfect timing, but there is divine timing where you just have a knowing, okay, I need to start on this. This also could be a little bit of maybe it's something that you're planning for, it's a 5-year plan or something like that. This could also be the idea of establishing yourself now. And there's nothing wrong with slowly working on it. Now, maybe you're going to retire soon, and you're like, okay, in 5 years, I'm going to retire. Let me just get this little side hustle going, or this little business idea, or this little art project kind of in the works, where now I can kind of play with it, so that the minute that I do retire, here I go. And I have all this knowledge ready in my head. I've got my plans. I got my schematics. I got my, inventory, whatever these things are, so that you can go. That's kind of the information that I'm getting in. And that's all they want for that one. Are you sure there's not anything else? Is there? For some reason, I feel like there's another card coming out. That's a whole bunch of cards. Which ones are you wanting? Okay. Not the right ones. I don't know. Let's see what the card is that they want to have come out. Because, like I said, listen to this song. It's really great. The Magician. You need to be prepared so that all of these things that you want in life, you can start manifesting. But the Magician has learned how to use every single one of their tools. They know how to work with them. They're also very grounded, because they are dealing with emotions. They're dealing with their intellect. They're dealing with this physical realm and knowledge, and then they're also dealing with inspiration and drive and enthusiasm and creativity. So it feels like the energy I'm getting from the Gnome Spirit is just hunker down, get all your ducks in a row, so that when it's time to move, you can move. So this just means maybe just practicing your craft, whatever that is for you. Talent, skill, job, whatever it is, punch it into your existence right now, because that's what it feels like. It feels like you're being the apprentice right now. You're doing all the work. You're doing the, yeah, it feels like an apprenticeship of some sort, but for yourself. Like all of these things that you can possibly teach yourself, try and get those things taught. And sometimes it can be, like I said, as simple as picking up a book, going to a class, any of these things, whatever floats your boat, just go with that, because that's the information that I'm getting. All right. Oh, hi, Bridget. Hi. My cat just showed up. Hey. You have to see this thing. Look she's got Mickey Mouse hands. Look at how big those hands are. She's got 7 fingers in here. She's adorable. All right, go away. Sorry about that. Okay, side quest. Here we go. Okay, the last song is It's the End of the World as We Know It by The Rescues. It's time I had some time alone. That kind of came up a little bit. Oh, this is kind of just wrapping everything up because the themes are, what are you doing with your life now? Not in the future, not in the past. What are you doing now to progress in your life? It says time to live your truth. Act on what is important for you and others. Fight, live, and try. Great message. Thank you. This is from, again, from the Gnome Elementals of the North. You may also see, for some reason I'm getting this idea that you may also see green a lot, something like that. Maybe you need to be wearing some green stones. I'm not really sure about that. Bridget, I can't right now. She's relentless, man. Okay, yes, I see you. Evidently she likes this message as well. Hi, honey. Hi. Okay. All right, so this one's actually really cool. I'm digging this one because it does kind of round out this whole reading, to be quite honest. Because what I'm getting here is, okay, enough. What I'm getting here is you need to start working for yourself in this moment. This is what I'm, enough. You need to start working for yourself right now. Like, I know that we all have jobs that we do because we need to pay the bills and we need to survive, you know, or we have people relying on us. We have mortgages, we have rent, we have car payments, whatever these things are. And those are all things that we do. And those are things we just do. It just feels like maybe it's time to put a little energy into yourself, into your hopes, your dreams. You know, like, let's say you're working for a company or something like that, and you're doing all these things, and at the end of the year, all the CEOs get bonuses or something, and you're like, if I put as much effort into, you know, my dreams and my hopes, you know, all of that would be something I would get rather than just giving all my energy to something that's not even mine. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. I hope that made sense. But it feels like, I mean, I know we're all busy, but instead of, you know, just hanging out on your phone for a couple hours, we all need to unwind. Again, no judgment here. But start putting a little energy into stuff that you love, that you enjoy, that makes your life feel fulfilled. Wait, you know, like if it just means, you know, hanging out with your family for a couple hours and just playing a game or something like that. But it feels like the more energy you put into yourself and the people around you and the things that you really love and enjoy doing, like the things that you love doing that fulfill you and make you feel good about yourself, it feels like it's time to start investing as much energy into that as all the kind of like world energy that we have to put out. I hope that makes sense, but that really is, oh, these are flowing. Two of these cards just kind of went this way, so I'm going to pull which ones they are. You got the Knight of Swords again. This is coming up. It's time to start acting on your own truth. Like I didn't even think about this. Time to live your own truth. The Knight of Swords, he's living his full self. He is living his truth to the max. Like he is just like, this is my dream. This is my goal. I am doing this. I am putting my head down and I am making this happen. It feels very much like I'm making this reality mine. I am taking it from here and I am putting it out here, and I will do anything it takes to further my path, my true north, my goal. And this feels like action, feels very action oriented, starting to put practices into place. This has a very earthy energy to it as well, of patterns and creating a system for yourself, whether it's, you know, I don't know what you got going on. Maybe you're going to tell yourself, I'm going to start waking up every day and going for a walk before I have to get ready for work, or I'm going to take time to read for an hour every day, or whatever it is that you want to do. it feels like putting some of these things into practice, creating some sort of a routine or a schedule. And it doesn't have to be regimented. Do it about the things that you love and that you enjoy, but make it a point to put, like I said, that energy into it at this time. Put that energy into something that makes you feel good and grounded and appreciate life and enjoy the little things. And, you know, if that means that maybe it's just something as simple as like, I'm going to treat myself this morning and I'm going to go buy a fancy coffee rather than make it at the pot at home because that makes me feel good today. And it's just little things like that. And those kind of positive deposits into your own bank account. I mean, it does cover the coins and tarot. You know, if you're, it almost feels like putting that away in your own personal account. Those things are for you. They're for you. It's not a waste if you get an experience out of it, if you get a good feeling about it, if you get lifted up by it, if it just gives you a smile that day. Sometimes just getting a smile out of us is a win, and that's okay. Take that win. Like it says, enjoy the little things in life. Little wins are amazing, especially, you know, when things are going crazy around you. This was the other one that came up. The Sun. This one came up in another reading as well. Yeah, it's time for you to live like the joyful, exuberant human that you were meant to be. That just, the Sun is like the happiest card in the deck. There's nothing more, you know, this is playfulness and rejuvenation and getting that spark back within you and remembering, you know, how limitless you were as a child and how you weren't beat down by disappointments. You had belief and faith in yourself and you trusted that things were going to go well. It feels like that kind of energy needs to get put out there because even in this song, it says it's the end of the world as we know it. Everything around us likes to tell us that we should be sad or that we should be upset or that we should be depressed or we should be worried and we should be fearful of everything. And this is pretty much saying, don't let it. If you have to zone it out, zone it out. If you need to do that, like I said, you need to stay grounded. You need to find places where you can be happy, where you can enjoy, where you can dream, you can imagine, you can play, you can just, it feels really good. So this is the energy that's coming in for you guys. It feels like things that are going to happen, like I said, over the next 2 to 4 weeks. This is from the elemental of the north, the Gnome energy, earth energy, pentacle energy. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put these songs down in the description box. If these aren't hitting right now, trust me, over the next little bit, add them to a playlist or something and listen to them. Put them on, you know, put them on repeat because there is messages in here that are going to help you make this very personal to you for your situation, for what you have going on. And it's going to help it resonate with you really good and really good. It's going to help you resonate deeply with the reading. So that's all the messages that I got. Thank you, my little earth signs or earth babies. And I want to thank the elemental gnomes for their messages today. Like I said, do all the YouTube-y things. And I love you guys and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.